Most of you already know that yesterday they released the Madden NFL 24 first gameplay trailer. They also released a few details about the game, and I want to go into that and just kind of give my thoughts on it. The first thing they talk about here in gameplay is Hit Everything 2.0. Hit Everything expands with new contested catch tackle types that provide more control and tackle variety on defense. Tackle animations are selected more dynamically, which unlocks new and more fluid tackle interactions like wrap and scoop tackles. Stuff like this they say every year, that they've added new tackle animations and things like that. It's stuff to pretty much just sell the game. If they actually improve the tackle animations, that would be amazing, but I'm not going to hold my breath that they've done some sort of massive change. The next thing up is Skill-Based Passing 2.0. Dive for a winning one-hander with improved catching AI, thread the needle with surgical accuracy using new throw animations, and anticipate more authentic defensive reactions with enhanced DB behavior introduced in Skill-Based Passing 2.0. I like the addition of skill-based passing. I'll be completely honest, most of my playtime in Madden 23, if you watch my franchise series, doesn't really go to actually play in the game. I played a little bit off recording, but mostly I didn't really like how the game played this last year. I like the idea of skill-based passing, but it really felt like if your quarterback wasn't accurate, it wasn't like a slight overthrow of the receiver. It was, I'm going to throw this ball 10 yards past the receiver and hit a defender perfectly in stride. So I'm hoping stuff like that just doesn't happen in the new game. The next section they have titled Foundational Football. Smarter AI enables smoother and more realistic player action and reaction to the plays you call, providing more confidence your AI teammates will execute your game plan the way you intend. So in that, they've changed QB awareness and behavior, ball carrier AI and pathfinding, blocking AI and open field targeting, DB awareness and pass coverage, and post-play emotion enhancements. I think there was a pretty big problem in the last Madden with AI, especially because if you watch my franchise series, I mostly watch these games, so I get to see a lot of the AI, and it's not exactly great. At times they burn the clock when they don't need to. The QBs will roll out of the pocket and then throw back across the field, hitting a defender that is running the other direction, and it's just not great. The ball carrier AI isn't great either. He'll run right into linemen. It got better than I would say like Madden 22, I think, but it still wasn't great, so if they can actually improve that, that would be amazing. Post-play emotion enhancements is a pretty cool feature, but I don't feel like it's going to make or break this year's game. That's pretty much the way I'm seeing that. It's just going to be the animations that play after you make a big play and the team is celebrating. If they can add a lot more of those celebrations, that would be cool, but I'm not really concerned about that. Then you have Sapient Technology. A leap forward in character technology introduces new anatomically accurate NFL player skeletons on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PC versions that are more responsive and represent true-to-life player motion. A lot of the body types, especially for the linemen at the start of Madden 23, were completely and totally wrong. I don't really know what went on there. I don't remember if they fixed it or not, if I'm being completely honest. But I know at one point, like Brandon Graham, who was a pretty like lean dude for the Eagles, he had like a beer gut or a dad bod, whatever you want to call it, and it didn't look good at all, and it completely ruined like Brandon Graham's look in the game. This was a feature that Madden definitely needed, but they say in competitive modes like online head-to-head specifically, and my main concern is, can we also do it with franchise modes? If you have a friend that has an Xbox and another friend that has a PC, can you all join in one online franchise and all play with each other? Then you have the return of Superstar. Superstar the League, your stardom, your story. Achieve greatness in your NFL career with game-changing control thanks to FieldSense. Customize your avatar and build your legacy, progressing from the combine to draft pick to 99 overall. Navigate all new minigames and live player grading across a variety of positions. When I was younger, playing like Madden 05 to like Madden 12 when they had like real superstar modes, those were a lot of fun. I have a feeling though, this is just going to be face of the franchise rebranded to be named Superstar mode, which I really hope is not the case. If they can recapture the like enjoyment that I found in Superstar mode as a kid, that would be amazing. But I would say with no college football game this year, that takes a lot out of it. My favorite part of those was playing through your college career in NCAA and then transferring it over to Madden. So hopefully with the release of the new college football game next year, we can get stuff like that back, but I think this is a good start. But once again, this year, I think it's just going to be face of the franchise rebranded. You also have Superstars Showdown. Show off and show out in an all-new atmosphere, progress in your avatar, and play with and against friends in 3v3 matchups. I think this is just essentially the yard again. I'm probably not going to touch it too much, but I'm sure some people will have fun in it. And now finally the mode that needs the most improvement in my opinion, franchise mode. It's honestly needed the most improvement for the last few Maddens. Lead your legacy, set the stage to be a Super Bowl powerhouse. We've got some exciting updates to franchise mode that are only available on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. I'm going to go through this section bullet point by bullet point. Upgrade your team with fan favorite minigames returning to Madden NFL 24. Test your skills with dozens of new minigames including moving obstacles and destructible targets in franchise training camp or weekly strategy. So obviously if you played the old Maddens at all, you know that these used to be in the game. You would have like a pocket passing drill and the coffin corner punt. And then I remember as a kid playing the field goal game where you tried to like kick it through the dead center of the field goal every time. Those were a lot of fun. I'm glad they're bringing them back. It sucks they took them away, but I am glad they are returning and hopefully it can actually help us upgrade our players. The next part up is utilize a streamlined team relocation feature with new cities, logos, and uniforms to create your own franchise story. I don't know how long we've had this same exact relocation teams. If I had to guess, I would assume about Madden 13, because I think Madden 12 was the last one with create a team as an option. And then they moved on to this new one where you just get to pick a city and get to pick between like 3 logos and then between like 3 uniforms or 4 uniforms from those logos. I understand the NFL probably doesn't want us putting like inappropriate logos on their teams, which is fine. I perfectly get that from like a business standpoint, I guess. But I really hope there's a little bit more customization. Obviously, I have the Oklahoma City Bisons franchise going on, and I really wish I could have like changed the colors of the uniforms or customized the uniforms a little bit, maybe change the color of the logo. It'd be cool if we had a little bit more control over that. I just want to be able to pretty much customize a color scheme, because I think the options you get if you move to Oklahoma City are the Bison that are like blue and orange, the Nighthawks which are purple and orange, and then I don't even know what colors they give you as the Lancers because I've literally never clicked it. I just want to have a little bit more control over what the franchise actually looks like. Even if you want to give us like a logo and then here are like 4 color schemes you can pick from. Even if you want to do that, that would be better than just giving us one color scheme and just forcing us to run with it. This next part I am actually kind of excited for, as long as they do it correctly. Build your future using Free Agency 2.0 by restructuring contracts and making counteroffers to cornerstone playmakers. A massive issue in the last few Maddens has been the contracts. You can't negotiate contracts until they're at the very end of the deal, and they backload everything. So if you have a franchise quarterback, there's no like spreading the cap hit out evenly or front loading the contract. It's like, all right, you have this 97 overall quarterback you want to keep. That's cool. In like 5 years, he's going to be a $60 to $70 million cap hit. Stuff like that really doesn't need to be happening, especially with how teams like the Eagles restructure everything. So I feel like this is a very good addition, and as long as they do it properly, could be a lot of fun. The next part is acquire and retain superstars using 50 new unique draft generators, new trade logic tuning, 6 trade slots, and new talent trees for coaches. Hopefully those updated draft generators can give us a little bit more variety in the class. I feel like a lot of the classes are the exact same in Madden. Most of the time you can find really good centers, and then there's occasionally some really good tackles and guards, but like finding a corner outside of the first round is incredibly rare in that game. And it really sucks because it doesn't really feel like any of the drafts are actually super unique unless you can tell that there is one of those generational level talents. Just sticking to the draft real fast, they also didn't say anything about scouting, and I really hope the scouting system gets a massive change. I don't like the way it is currently. It feels very hands-off. You hire some scouts at the beginning of the season, and then you kind of check in on them from time to time. You get to pick exactly what position groups they focus and things like that. I don't feel like there's actually a lot of scouting that goes into this new system. I honestly preferred the old system where I was actually scouting players. I think they advertised the trade logic tuning thing last year, and it was still pretty broken. It was better, I'll give it that, but like the get offers button was completely and totally stupid. It would give you just ridiculous offers that teams would never offer in a million years. But I am excited about these 6 trade slots. That is going to be a lot of fun. I saw people on Twitter talking about, I guess they saw like a screenshot in the gameplay trailer where like the Chiefs threw Patrick Mahomes up on the trade block or something, and the Texans offered like 4 first-round picks, a second-round pick, and Laramie Tunsil. Stuff like that is going to be a lot of fun to do for rebuilds, and you can actually mortgage a team's entire future to try to go out and get that one player that you think you need to make a Super Bowl run. Until they actually show the new talent trees, I'm not going to get super excited for the new talent trees for the coaches. I think the talent trees are actually kind of bland. I prefer the ones in NCAA 14 a lot more. I'm kind of hoping they go more towards that, but as of right now, I don't think we know anything about them. And the final piece is something they've been talking about since like the middle of Madden 23. Use new commissioner tools to customize your experience in online and offline connected leagues. I'll be completely honest, I have no idea what that actually means. If we can customize some more things, that's cool. But aside from that, it feels like they could just rebrand the league options as commissioner tools and call it a day. And in case you're wondering, I don't care at all about Madden Ultimate Team, so I'm really not even going to cover that. So in conclusion with this, I would say I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for the changes they've announced. I'm not going to get too hyped though, because I really want to see what some of these changes mean. Like, I want to know if the scouting has changed at all. I want to know exactly what the draft generators mean. I want to know what the new commissioner tools are. I think Madden 24 is going to be a step in the right direction. It's just going to make a difference of if it's a big step in the right direction or baby steps in the right direction.